Now Bei has the special coverage on the one-year-old Shanghai Free Trade Zone.
Sure, He Jian. Well, yesterday we told you about some of the FTZ policies that help ease import and customs clearance, but most of them involve companies. There's one policy that has more of an effect on individuals. The upcoming parallel car import policy in the zone that should lower car prices for Chinese buyers. And our reporter Zhang Jun talked to a potential customer and several foreign trade experts and explains how the new policy is likely to affect the car business here.
Stephen Huang rides his scooter almost every day to the restaurant he owns in downtown Jing'an district. The business earns him tens of thousands of yuan every month, much more than many local white-collar workers make. He has already bought an apartment not far from work, but is unsure about buying an imported car.
If I put the money on the business, can make more money. And if I buy a car, and the car can't make money. Now the car price in Shanghai is too expensive. Like a car in the USA is around $20,000. But the same car, same size, if we buy in Shanghai, it's around 300,000, maybe 400,000. It's double, and it's crazy.
That's a concern for lots of potential buyers. It's been holding back imported car sales in China. In September, the inventory of imported cars reached a record high. In order to break the monopoly by foreign car producers, the central government is allowing the Shanghai Free Trade Zone to allow parallel car imports. That's a common practice in many Western countries that allows ordinary trading companies to import cars. It could lower prices here by some 15%, but it will take a while before that happens.
Now we just get the approval from the MOFCOM, and we should submit our plan, how to do it. And after the second approval by the MOFCOM, we should select the parallel dealers. And when we talk about their business and also their business model, then we can prepare where and how the parking area for the parallel imported cars should be.
Although the policy is still just in the pipeline, some unauthorized car dealers are already displaying more and more pre-tax imported cars at the city's only bonded car exhibition hall in Lingang City, which is a part of the Free Trade Zone. There are about 50 imported cars on display here. The exhibition managers say that after details of the country's parallel car importing policy are announced, the number could double. But the changes will also create potential challenges for the imported car business.
The main concern of this new policy is the after-sales services. Import a car is not very difficult. If a buyer bought a parallel imported car and drive in other provinces of China, and they want to maintain this car, but all the 4S stations refuse to, because this is not imported by our nominated car dealers.
To solve that problem, Zhu says the administration is planning to set up a car servicing network for parallel imported cars inside and outside Shanghai. And the U.S. consulting company, working with the zone's administration, has come up with another solution.
I think if we look at other countries who have been, getting some parallel imports, all these global brands have actually allowed their global dealers or the 4S stores to also support parallel imports as well for the maintenance and repair services, but maybe at a different pricing scheme.
Another foreign trade expert says the potential changes for future parallel imports will also translate into enormous business opportunities that may boost the city's overall economic growth.
汽车消费以前我们没有私家车的时候，我们围绕私家车的这整个产业链我们都没有的。
Let's remember that in the days when private cars were not so popular, we didn't see so many driving schools, auto quality certification institutes, maintenance and repair shops. Now we see plenty of them. Likewise, the increase of parallel imported cars will create a batch of new car-related service industries that will stimulate employment and encourage startup businesses in the city.
那么现在汽车消费起来了，这些都发展起来了。
But that's the long-term picture. In the short term, Stephen Huang and other potential customers may stay on two wheels until the new policy takes effect. And once he finally buys an imported car, Huang can look forward to a new problem, finding a place at home to park it. Zhang Jun, Shanghai Live.
As we just heard Professor Zhao from the Shanghai University of Finance and Economics say, the new parallel car importing policy will play a key role in developing the city's service industries. And now let's take a closer look at how that will work. First of all, the new policy is likely to boost imported car sales. In 2013, only a little more than 1 million imported cars were sold here in China. And that's about 5% of all new cars sold last year. And if the parallel car import policy lowers the price of imported cars by 15% or so, they will become more attractive to high-end customers. At the same time, since imported cars are still far more expensive than domestically produced cars in general, it shouldn't pose a major challenge to the domestic car industry, which makes it a win for everybody. Secondly, more imported cars on the streets here should benefit the auto servicing industry. In a direct way, the increase of imported cars will boost car-related services like maintenance, repair, and even car washes. And the policy should also stimulate car insurance and banking services here in Shanghai as buyers choose to pay in installments. There could also be business opportunities for foreign companies in China that are more familiar with the branded cars from their own markets. But letting parallel imported cars into the Chinese market will require more efficient market management and supervision. Most foreign cars are imported through authorized car dealers, so for customs, it's a single source supervision. After the parallel import policy is implemented, car importing will attract different kinds of trading companies, and that will be a multi-source import model that makes it more difficult for the government to inspect the car's quality and the trading company's qualifications. Overall, analysts say the adoption of the parallel car import policy will make Shanghai and China a better part of the global market since the practice has been around for a long time in the United States, Japan, and the European Union. And they say it will be a major part of the country's opening up policy in the future. And that's all for tonight's Free Trade Zone special coverage.